Well, hello everyone and Tansi. It's Lance Cardinal here again from the Big Stone Cree Nation. So excited you could join me here today for this video tutorial on how to assemble your own miniature Cree style hand drum. I'm so excited to work with you today and make this really exciting project, and I'm sure you have all your supplies together in your bag that you received at the market. So now let's get everything ready and begin making our Cree style hand drum. Alright everyone, now before we begin, we have to make sure we have all the supplies we need to make this project happen. Now in your little kit, you should have one round drum ring, some sinew string, a short stick, toothpick style, 2 small circles of parchment paper, and 1 large circle of parchment paper. Now you're also going to have to get yourself some white glue to complete this project. Okay. So if you have everything in place, let's start the project. Alright everyone, the first thing we're going to make is the drum part of this project, and we'll work on the drumsticks later. So we take our sinew string and we find the 2 ends of the sinew string and we put them together. We're trying to find the center of the sinew. So we hold those 2 together, we slide down till we find the fold in the string, and that is going to be our center spot. Now once we have our center spot, we figured that part out, we place it on the table, and we're going to put our wooden ring right on top of that center spot, just like that. Now, once that's in place, it's time for us to tie our first knot. Now these are very simple knots, just like tying your shoes. We're going to go over once with our knot string, around our ring in the very center, trying to keep our sinew centered. It's a little bit slippery, you might have some trouble, so try and be as careful as you can. And once you have that semi snug in place, you tie another knot, so you double knot it. Now make sure not to tie it too tight. We don't want to misshape the ring. We want to keep the ring as round as possible while we're doing this. Now we have our first string there tied. We're going to flip over the ring and we're going to tie it again on the other side. But this time we're going to tie around that line that's on the top. So we take the string, go around the line that's across the top, and tie our knot. So you can see here we're just tying another knot, just like a shoestring, tying a double one so it stays knotted, and that's going to keep everything nice and tight. And you'll see here in a minute how it looks. Now make sure as you go, as you tighten, you sort of adjust those spots so it's in the 4 corners of the ring, and this is how it should look. Now both sides are tied tightly. It looks just like this. This could be difficult. If you have trouble, just pause it and do it again until it looks right. Now once everything's in place, I do another knot just to be safe, and now we have our 2 spots. The top is kind of like our snare, and the bottom is going to be our hand holding area for our hand drum. Now the next portion is to put on our top. We are using this parchment paper as a replacement for skin. So usually you can use a deer skin if you want, whatever kind of skin that's normally used, but this is parchment paper. Now we put some white glue on the edge and we tap it all down. So we're going to create some stickiness for our paper to go on. So we put our paper right on top just like that and press down with our hand, and that's going to make that stick nice and snug. Now that that's all snug in place, it's time to do the back side. So we flip it over and we're gonna make it wrap around. Now we're gonna go to the edge of our table just like this so we can easily slide our fingers upward to fold. I'm gonna add some more white glue on the outer edge of the ring and then smooth it all out with our fingers, and we're gonna fold upward the paper in a straight direction to really create that pulled skin look. Now once that's in place, we're going to flip it over, and now we're going to add some more glue on the outside of this so we can flatten everything down. You can see here, as we add more glue and make it more moist, it gives it that really dried hide look. We're not going to use any strings on the bottom because we're going to pretend that they're there, because it's such a small scale you wouldn't see the strings that go on the inner edge of that drum. So we're going to imagine they're there, but we're going to, that's part of miniatures, is making, imagination do some of the work. Now once we have all our glue on, we fold the top edges down around the ring so we have a nice smooth edge, and now we have our finished drum. So it's done. Now it's time for our drumstick. While that's drying, we're going to work on our drumstick. Here's a finished copy. We take our stick just like this. We're going to add some white glue on one end, just enough to make it nice and wet. And we're going to take our first circle of parchment paper and make a little ball. This is going to be the inside of our drumstick, something to create sort of that round look. And this would normally be fabric or cotton batting or something that would go on the inside of the drum. The drumstick head. And now we're going to use some white glue on the outside of that, and we're going to wet it all down and use it to shape it. Now we're going to use our second piece to create the top hide that would go on top of this drumstick. Now you can use this how I have it now. I'm pressing it down and making it look just like it's been tied with string, and you can also use little string right now to tie the bottom. I like to squeeze mine all the way down and make it a round looking drumstick. And remember, this is a close-up video, but you won't see all the details once it's in person with the naked eye. And now we have our little drumstick. It's so cute and ready to do some drumming. Amazing. Congratulations. It's all done. I know yours is going to look amazing.